Year. Please welcome E.J. Tackett. His opponent for this match is a two-time PBA Tour champion, winning twice in 2024, including the PBA playoffs win. Please welcome Bug Kroll. And on 27 and 28, this gentleman finished second at the 2024 PBA Delaware Classic and third at the U.S. Open. He's a two-time World Championship singles silver medalist representing Finland, Tomas Kjaukar. And rounding out our field, he owns one career PBA Tour title. He's a 2022 PBA Rookie of the Year and captured that first title, winning the 2025 PBA Illinois Classic. He's your defending champion from Finland, Santtu Tahallinainen. All right, players, at this time, your lanes are being turned on for 5 minutes of warm-up. 5 minutes.
I stood right here and you shot right over my right shoulder and you zoom in on the back. What about who's stable? If I stand right here and you shoot over my right shoulder. That's the back. Yep.
You move over, no, you're good. I'll just go like a little closer, like this, and I'll go into it. So exit to your left, when you leave.
Well, yeah. That's why I wanted to move the right shoulder.
Yep, perfect. Let's do it. That was weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, while the players are taking their warm-up, just a quick reminder about the format this evening. Our players will be facing off in best-of-7 elimination bracket matches. Our players to win 4 games in each match will advance to our television finals. Along with those 4 winners, will feature a wild card opportunity for the highest seeded player defeated in this round. Wow. As the #1 seed coming through qualifying, Anthony Simonson has guaranteed himself a position on Sunday's broadcast. If he wins this match this evening, he'll be the top seed. If he remains defeated, he will be the #5, the wild card seed. However, players seeded in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all remain in this field, so there is a giant opportunity available for this wild card spot. It is up in the air until these matches are over tonight.
Bill O'Neill, winner. Bill O'Neill advances for title. Indeed, the birthday girl, Stephanie Silvala. Time to make the show. There it is. He yelled, "Do it," and he did it. B.J. Moore makes the show. 10 is a win for Snodgrass. Title number 6 on the PWBA Tour.
Obviously, it looks good. It looks good.
He's done it!
He's done it.
And good evening, bowling fans. Welcome back to the PBA Tour right here on BowlTV. It's stop number 4 on the PBA season here in Illinois at the Groupon PBA Illinois Classic. Don Barrett right in front of our camera up there. I'm here with the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson. Randy, it's great to be here with you tonight. We got 8 players looking to make it into the top 5 for the stepladder finals on CW Network coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, some great players on tap for tonight. Simonson guaranteed Sunday's telecast. It's just a matter of what his position is going to be. He wins his match, he will be your number 1 seed. Also, world number 1, E.J. Tackett, looking to get back to the bright lights of television. And then let's not forget Santu, your defending champion at this event, trying to get back to defend.
Yeah, we're set for a great night here at David Small's Victory Lanes right here in Decatur, Illinois. And let's send it down to the other Hall of Famer, which is Tom Hess, laneside.
Yeah, and Randy mentioned Santu, and he is facing his Finnish teammate in Tomas Kaikau. Tomas, the only one of these 8 players that doesn't have a title, he's trying to knock off the defending champion and bring home his first title here at the Illinois Classic. What do you say we head out to the lanes, guys?
Tom will be down conducting interviews with the players all night long. Looking forward to spending some time with the Hall of Famer Tom Hess throughout tonight's evening. And hey, everyone, we're also broadcasting live on the PBA YouTube channel. Welcome. You're getting a live look in at the action for game number 1 of the round of 8. The final round before we find out who makes the TV show on the CW network on Sunday. Glad you're with us here this evening. And if you'd like the full experience and be able to watch all of tonight's competition, be sure to head over to BowlTV.com. That's where you can watch the complete broadcast, get access to additional lanes of coverage, and watch all PBA events throughout the season. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing here tonight on the PBA YouTube channel, make sure you head over to BowlTV.com and join us for everything happening across the lanes, not only tonight, but all season long, as we are just in week number 4 of the PBA season. 10 straight weeks this year on CW Network, Randy.
Yep, and then over to the CBS network, CBS and CBS Sports Network.
You may begin your round of 8 competition. Decatur bowling fans, about one nice round of applause.
Let's introduce our players here on lanes 17 and 18. It's the number 1 seed. He has been the man here this week, and that is one Anthony Simonson. He's bowled 300, 299, and 298 here this week in this bowling center. He's taken on Bill O'Neill, the Hall of Famer. Bill dealing with a little bit of a quad injury coming into this week. Has taken the last 2 weeks off, but looking really good out there in the last round. Also over here on lanes 19 and 20, we got Matt Ogle, our number 2 qualifier, taking on Sean Maldonado. We call him the Candy Man. Good shot there from Sean using the urethane. And we'll head over to our other matchups here. These 8 players, 5 are going to make the show. We'll tell you more how they're going to make it in just a little bit. You got E.J. Tackett, number 1 player in the world. He's our number 4 seed, taking on Boog Kroll, the number 5 seed. Santu Tavanainen, as you mentioned, Randy, our defending champion, looking to go back-to-back here in Illinois, taking on, who is that player, Randy?
Tomas Kaikau.
That's right, our number 11 seed. He went 7 games against A.J. Chapman in the last round.
Boog just peeling on it to start. Taking on world number 1. Interesting match in our last round with Tomas Kaikau, and how he was able to trap the track area of this oil pattern, Jimmy.
Also here with us tonight is our tactician. We call him Jimmy Callahan, tour rep many years on tour. Jimmy, what do you have to say about that?
I think what he did is he used urethane from the beginning, right around 15, had massive scores all week long. So he pushed a little bit of the oil down lane. He got right on top of where he at, and he actually used that carry down his hold down the lane, and he could actually trap it. He actually had left and didn't have any right at all. He could flat 10 against A.J. Chapman. He made great shots, and he came through with the victory.
Now, Anthony Simonson's already locked onto this show because of the format, folks. This is how it works. Each winner of each match is going to make the show. So that's 4 winners, but we have a 5-man stepladder final. So the loser that is the highest seed, the player that loses their match and is the higher seed, you see all the seeds up there with all of our Lane Talk scoring, that person will be the number 5 seed on the show. So because Simonson's number 1, that means if he loses, he will automatically be number 5. Now, If Simonson wins, that means Ogle's guaranteed to be on the show because he's the number 2 qualifier, and that was from 16 games of qualifying and then a 6-game advancer round. That's how we got those numbers up there.
Simon was masterful in the round of 16, guys, the way he broke the pattern down. And remember, he had back-to-back games of 299 and 300. And then finished it with what I believe was 249 closer for Sima. It was in the 240s. He switched to a phase 2 and just annihilated him.
Simo's actually using an Equinox Solid right now, which is a low RG ball with high diff, which Randy means it's going to rev up early, and it's got a lot of diff when it gets to the right that it's going to read the middle part of the lane.
It was 249. Remember, he won game 1 against Brandon Ruck by 1 pin.
195 to 194. They are bowling on this pattern. They've been bowling on it all week long, and it's named after the great Carmen Salvino, one of the best showmen in our tour. We'll have a great show here tonight. It's 43 feet in length, and it's just under a 3-to-1 ratio here.
The volume is 36.36, which is the most oil that I've seen all year long. It's 2.36 to 1. It's a little bit more volume in the middle part of the lane. We're using Infinity oil, which is a little bit different. We don't use that very often. It's Kegel Infinity. What it is, it's a little bit not quite as viscous as some of the other oils, so you need a ball the oil makes it float through the front, the oil that they're using, and so you got to use a little bit bigger ball to make it get through the front and read the back part of the lane. If you look at the pattern, most of the guys using urethane are going to be around the 3rd arrow. Everybody else is going to be just a skosh left of that. They're going to try to stay right as long as they can, and then they're going to migrate to the middle of the lane. One other thing real quick, if you look, there's a little stair step on the left side of the pattern. If you look, if you get past that point and you get it going up the lane on the left side, you can see how it's offset. The ball will not get down the lane. It'll hook early. But if you get too steep with it, it definitely won't read it. 8 is out of bounds. When you hit 7-8, the ball will fall off.
So you missed the head pin to the right.
Yeah, there is OB on the outside part of the lane. No lefties left in the competition. And guys, this pattern named after the great Carmen Salvino, my doubles partner. Do you know what Carmen Salvino's nickname is? Spook.
Okay.
That's his nickname. And, being from Chicago, he somehow developed this nickname of Spook, and I have no idea why or how, but that's his nickname.
Well, this lane pattern can be a little spooky at times.
Yeah, it can be. And I think all these matches are going to be predicated on how they break the oil pattern down, how they started in practice, and how they continued to migrate during transition.
Simo's about 3 left of where he started this morning.
Yep.
And here's the thing. We've seen about game 3. We've seen multiple 300 games the last 2 blocks around game 3. And by the time we get to a game 7, if any of these get to a game 7, you can see scores anywhere between 160 to 250. Just depending on how they break them down.
Yep.
The strategy we have here throughout the matches, you want to stay as right as long as you possibly can. The guys using urethane are looking for just to control the pocket, create a little bit of hold because we're bowling on 43 feet. The other guys are a little bit left of that because of that falling off at 8. If you get too close to it, it's a very slippery slope where you get it to the right, it'll fall off. So guys are getting a little closer to 20. They're going to migrate to the left. And you know what? If a guy has a good look, you got to get him off of that spot.
High score so far here, guys. Santu front 5, Tomas spare double, spare strike, but all 9 counts means he's right in the pocket. And EJ comes out firing right here. Boog's been very good this week.
You don't get this far not being good. Bill O'Neill 4-0 sweeper over Zach Wilkins this morning.
Billy's using a GB5 hybrid, one of the new balls out by the Brunswick brands.
Guys, talk a little bit about average here. Anthony Simonson averaged 243 for 22 games. That's through the advancers round. Matt Ogle averaged 234. Santu, 239. EJ Tackett, 235. Boog Kroll, 234. Bill O'Neill, 232. Maldonado, 234.
It's a lot of striking.
A ton.
I think the most interesting thing for me with this oil pattern is they don't get better late. It actually gets beat up and then gets kind of tougher late. You get in the game 6-7, there's no idea. I mean, there's no telling what's going to happen. You could tell that shot there. EJ knew he got it in. Just a 4-pin's okay.
Yeah, this week for sure, 6-7 is totally the meaning of what the kids say now with 6-7. You could have good, you could have bad. It's 6-7.
Still have no idea what that means.
Nobody does, Randy. It's interesting that EJ has elected to be right of Boog. Boog is definitely farther left than EJ. He's trying to save the lane a little bit and move in.
But early on, you still have fresh head oil.
Yep.
Santu, front 6. Oh, 9-pin. Good night. Get out of my face, 9-pin. Don't even think about it.
And that's what he's been doing. Little wide collapses them all.
Backdoor Johnny right there.
Backdoor
Slapped
Johnny.
it forward.
That was, they call that the Callahan.
Yeah.
Matt Ogle's got 2 titles on tour. He won the Shark and the doubles with Sean Rash a few years ago. Also won the Elias Cup in 2024 for the Las Vegas High Rollers.
I have an interesting point about this Calco Tavaniena match after Simo here.
Boy, did you butcher those 2 last names.
Yeah. That's what you're for. You're the professional.
I mean, honestly, Jimmy, unless you're a hockey announcer, how do you get those 2 names right?
Yeah, it's a tough one. But when we go back to that, I'll bring that point up. Oh, it's a great point that actually Tomas has been able to stay right in the spot with the urethane ball, but you have Santu who's using a shadow tank right on top of him. So I believe that Tomas is going to have to get into urethane quicker. Reactive quicker,
yeah.
Because Santu's going to change the lane so quickly.
He's going to chew the front part of the lane out.
Correct, and I think that's huge. That hasn't happened at all for him.
There it is, right? I mean,
So
there's an
already a
indicator
little-
right there.
little quick
That
off
had
it.
to grab a pinch early.
Yep, that is a huge point in that match.
I think that if Santu stays in that zone, he's just going to fry the part of the lane that Tomas wants to play. I think he's just going to kill it.
Boog Kroll throwing that strike there does add a little bit of pressure to EJ Tackett. EJ Tackett does have the lead, but because Boog is doubled, now EJ needs to keep it going. He doesn't want to go spare strike. He lets Boog right back into the match.
Max score for Boog right now, 236. EJ going at 269 if he sheets it.
Needs some strikes here.
Uh-oh.
And there we go, a 2-4-8. So this match can get close really quick.
Santu perfect. Got all of that one.
He's just tumbling it also. I mean, it looks so good. Something about Illinois. You know, I bet his favorite movie is Blues Brothers.
Why is that?
Downtown Chicago. 4 fried chickens and a Coke.
This kid's so relaxed, too. You know, I never see him show any pressure at all.
It's a pretty cool dude. Had the opportunity to go to dinner with him in Portland, Maine. 3, 6, 7, 10. But 2, 4, 6, 8 bagger. Kaiku, 248 possibilities still. Let's see if Santu can slide this over. Had dinner with him in Portland, Maine a couple years ago. Fantastic guy. Slide it. Tomas. You got in the shot again. All of a sudden, he's speed bowling. What's going on? He must have got a tongue lashing in between blocks.
He's farther ahead than EJ Tackett. Who'd ever thought that?
Yeah, no.
So EJ can still bowl 249. It's 236 for Boog Kroll. So Boog, if he strikes out, will force EJ to step up into the 10th frame and get the first one. We'll head over here. Anthony Simonson has left a 10 pin there in the 8th frame.
Complete control of game 1, though.
Yeah, Bill O'Neill here. Not a great ball reaction to start game 1.
No. Okay. Oh, God. Maldonado almost pockets 7-10 while leading comfortably in game 1 against Ogle. But this man right here dominating this event. Simonson going to capture game 1. Last week, he was your number 1 seed. Looking to repeat here in Decatur, Illinois.
Yeah, back-to-back number 1s. I mean, wow.
The only thing that limited him last year was his back. And he still had a phenomenal season. The Swiss Army knife of bowling.
Tomas can strike out. He will force Santu to get a mark in the 10th frame, meaning a spare or a strike.
How about shooting 248 out of the gate and losing? That sucks.
It'll be the first time that will have happened to Tomas, should that happen. Tomas needs to get off to a quick start with his urethane ball, because as the lanes transition longer and longer, the more his scoring pace comes down when he has to get into reactive. At least that's what we've seen so far. Tonight could be different, because every time they strip and oil the lanes play just a little bit different. Depends on the humidity, the temperature, and we got a packed house here tonight. Could be a little warmer. Lanes can transition way different.
What about residual on the lanes?
I mean, as the pattern gets put down more and more and more, the fronts hook a little bit more. The backs are a little bit tighter each time. So I think if Santu, when he gets into the reactive ball, man, that's when his scores went crazy. So I think it's going to be a handful for Tomas to win this match.
Well, he's doing everything he can there with that first hit in the 10th, yeah.
The Bug.
The Boogie Man. Making it happen. David Kroll, double in the 10th, excuse me, for Tomas. It's already in the 240s.
Yeah. Santu needs a mark. Tackett. He needs the first hit and count. Or is that was Boog's first shot in the 10th?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
No, second, excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, we're a little behind.
So I was correct.
You are correct, yes.
Nice game, nice start by Kaku.
That's
but
right.
is it going to be enough? Kaku. Good finish by Boog.
Yeah, last 6 in a row, back half in the game is what we call that. Forces EJ.
Remember last time up on this lane.
Uh-oh.
Are you kidding me? He needed a mark and he goes 8-10?
Wow.
Wow.
EJ needs a strike. He's got it.
That's pretty good. Remember last time on that lane he went light. That one was dead flush. Santu's got to make the 8-10 to win. Ain't happening. That is unbelievable, guys. Back-to-back opens. Santu drops game 1. He started with 2, 4, 6, the front 8.
He looked like he didn't even try to make the spare.
He can chuck it down there, and he could not. He just kind of threw it at a pedestrian.
I don't understand that at all. Uh-oh. Now we got trouble. He's got to make this to tie. EJ's got to make the 3-4-10 to tie.
What just happened in the last minute?
What
here?
just happened on these two pairs?
Well, we talked about it. You talked about spookiness.
This is unbelievable.
It's a spooky pattern. The lanes change so much.
Carmen Salvino, I know he's watching.
He's a good split shooter, man.
Yep.
It's got to have it.
Oh, my goodness. that was half an inch from converting.
So Boog Kroll, as I mentioned in that match, by striking out and getting to 236, it applies pressure.
Striking out and making your opponent show up. Kauku did the same thing, and both guys come away with unbelievable wins, guys. That's just unreal.
Well, folks, for those of you that are on BowlTV, we will continue to bring you this great coverage. These great players, the best bowlers in the world right here on the PBA Tour. And don't forget, you can come over to bowltv.com and sign up for our service, and we would love to continue to bring the action to you. If not, thanks for joining us for one game. It's going to wrap up your free look at game number 1. You can catch the full broadcast over on bowltv.com for the remainder of the competition. And we appreciate you hanging out with us here this evening. To our BowlTV subscribers, we'll resume our competition with you uninterrupted right now. Thanks so much.
What a turn of events it just happened.
What happened with the Oval and Maldonado? Who won that game? I'm off air, by the way.